What's up, guys? It's a nice, beautiful, rainy day in Southern California, so I figure I might as well make a video. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did this video on a list that I found on Buzzfeed of 50 overrated things. And I basically just went over the first 10 things on the list and gave my opinion on if they were actually overrated or not. And BuzzFeed, I don't think that they did too good last time. So I figured we'll go over another 10 today and we'll see if it's getting any better. And picking up right where we left off, the next thing that comes up on our list is the 1980s. Now, I wasn't around in the 80s, but it's arguably a really, really good decade to be around. There was a lot of good movies that came out: Breakfast Club, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters, just so many awesome movies. And then the music, Michael Jackson, the music was awesome. Disco is basically techno and club music and trap music that we have now. I mean, the 80s kind of paved the way for things. Like, even a lot of the movies, the remakes that they're making now, are coming from the 80s. I mean, even Dragon Ball, for all you anime nerds out there, Dragon Ball came out in the 80s, and that set the whole tone for almost every anime to ever come out. Now, I personally like a lot of things that came out of the 80s, but are the 80s really overrated? For somebody who's stuck in the 80s, yes. Yes, the 80s are super overrated. You need to put away your old Sega Genesis, and you need to watch something other than The Parent Trap, and go out and buy a Post Malone album and watch the new It, and embrace the current culture that is now happening. Like, shave your mullet and stop listening to Metallica. They haven't been relevant in like 10 years. I know I'm going to hurt a lot of feelings with that one, but I mean, you need to hear it. The next one that we come up to is dubstep. Yeah, it's overrated. I've never been a fan of dubstep. I like techno music, fan of Daft Punk, The Prodigy. I like a lot of club music, but dubstep is just, I can't do it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I can't mentally grasp dubstep. Like, I can't listen to one song and then be like, yeah, this is cool, and listen to the next one and be like, it's kind of the same thing going on here, but I can't do another one, I'm sorry. Next one up is romance. I don't think romance will ever really be overrated. It'll always be a thing, but what is overrated is everything in this picture and everything it stands for. The Notebook is the most overrated, overhyped, it's bad. It's so bad. I mean, it's not bad, but there's just too much of it in this world. Too many girls watch The Notebook or like cry, and I want to find somebody like that I can die on a bed with when they don't even freaking remember who I am. I mean, it's sorry to ruin the movie for those of you who haven't seen it. It's not worth it. Everybody dies in the end, almost like Jaws, but not nearly as exciting. The next one on the list is chocolate. I mean, I don't really go one way or the other on this one, but I could kill for a Kit Kat right now. In fact, I think I'm going to try and open up a Patreon where you guys, instead of paying me money, you just give me Kit Kats and M&Ms. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I will find a way. Up next is big boobs. Now, I kind of understand what they're trying to say here. If you, like, from a guy's point of view, boobs are boobs. I mean, they're all perfect in their own way. But big boobs are definitely overrated in terms of, like, people just obsess about them. Even girls. Like, if a girl notices another girl with big boobs, that's like the first thing and probably the only thing that she notices about that girl. But even if you have small boobs and you're insecure about it and you need to get implants to make yourself feel better, 100% more power to you. But what is really, really overrated and doesn't even make sense is fake asses. Like legit, like fake butts. Butt implants. I remember Kim Kardashian got butt implants, and when those things popped and they were posted pictures on Twitter, man, it lost its mind. I mean, Twitter blew up like crazy. It's definitely overrated, but I mean, it's still entertaining, at least. Next one on the list is British accents. Now, this one I don't really understand, because in order for something to be overrated, it has to either be like completely obsessed about or has to be everywhere, like it's completely watered down. And maybe it's so watered down that I don't really notice it. I don't know. But I don't really think that British accents are overrated. I think that like all accents are overrated. Like in America, Southern accents are heavily overrated. They're not really as great as you think. When I worked in like Texas and stuff, like everybody had a Southern accent. It wasn't that great. Next one is twerking. I never knew twerking was really relevant. I remember it was just funny to watch people twerk. Like some guys were pretty obsessed with girls that were twerking. I remember they thought it was the hottest thing in the whole world. But the day that twerking died was the day that Miley Cyrus decided to twerk, and she slit twerking's throat. It didn't stand a chance after that. It was done. So I definitely wouldn't say twerking's overrated. I just think that we should just stop doing it and just let it die peacefully. I mean, just let it go. It doesn't need to be around anymore. Now, living in Southern California, I can say the beach is overrated for sure. People obsess about going to the beach. They can't wait till summertime because they want to go to the beach. But if you think the beach is overrated and you end up going to the beach, you're gonna change your mind. This place is awesome. The people here are all cool. I mean, the weather's perfect. The ocean's beautiful. The only thing that sucks is everything's really expensive by the beach. That's for sure. I mean, if you want to go buy a hamburger or get anything by the beach, it's gonna be like double the price. Ooh, anime. Now this one hurts because this is like a lot of people don't know this, but this is almost all that I watch. Like legit. If you go on my Hulu or my Netflix, it's all anime and maybe like 2 or 3 scary movies and then The Office, and that's all I have on my Netflix and my Hulu. It's pretty bad. I don't know anybody else that really watches anime though. I can't say it's overrated. I mean, I am like a closet anime obsessor. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's overrated. Now, even though I gave it praise before, I will say that Dragon Ball Z, it's overrated. It's heavily overrated. Like I said, I don't know that many people that watch anime, but I know hundreds of people that have seen Dragon Ball Z. And it has so much hype, and then Dragon Ball Super came out. I've heard a lot of good and negative. I haven't seen it because I just don't want it to ruin the perfect image I have of Dragon Ball Z in my head, which just enforces its overratedness even more than it already is. Yeah, this one deserves to be on the list. Alright guys, that's it for this video. We knocked out another 10 things off of this list. Buzzfeed I don't think they're doing too good of a job on this one here. The only one I really agree with on this one is dubstep. But I know, maybe you disagree. If you do, let me know in the comments. Maybe you love dubstep and you love watching girls twerk. I can kind of see how those can go hand in hand, I guess. If there's something that you think is overrated that isn't on this list yet, let me know and I'll make a video about it, letting you know what I think. And if you like this video and you want to see more, I'll probably knock another 10 off this list in a couple weeks. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notifications when I post new videos. And I'll see you guys next time.